what does it take to get into a top university like MIT, Stanford, Harvard, and so on? I think one of the key elements of getting into these top universities is actually not focusing on getting into the top universities first. That shouldn't be your goal fundamentally. Your goal should be, this is for the children, right? As children are watching this, I want to encourage them to think of this. Your goal should be, what problem do I want to solve? How do I want to make an impact? And what skills am I going to need to learn along the way to make an impact? If you have that viewpoint, if students have that viewpoint and they go out to solve problems, what would end up happening is that they would become very good academically. They would get experience of different kinds. They will potentially solve the problem, and then they can maybe talk about the problem that they've solved that is now helping other people live maybe better lives, depending on what problem they've solved. Maybe it's drinking water problems in your community, and you literally find a way to get people to have clean drinking water. You use chemistry, you use physics, you use principles that might be tied to mathematics. You document your research, you make a poster board, you present it in your community. If you are focused on solving problems, you are on your way to getting opportunities in life. That's just part of how life works. And so if we focus only on the destination of, I want to go there. So, okay, what's the checklist? Let me just do the checklist so that I say I did it. That's not ideal, because if you think about it, you have to make it a lifestyle. Problem solving. You have to make problem solving a lifestyle so that when you encounter the ACT and the SAT, you're good to go, because you've already been doing problem solving, different scenarios. So I think that the answer to how to get into top universities partly lies in you having a vision, in the students having a vision. What we're going to start doing moving forward is we want to work with families to help their children get a vision for life. When you have a vision for life, it helps you stay focused and get things done as they ought to be done, which then opens doors for that student. But the unfortunate reality is that the American education system does not encourage vision casting. That is a serious problem. And so now we have a lot of young people. I'm actually wanting to go to the extent to say that part of why we have a lot of young people causing trouble sometimes is they have no vision. And our education system doesn't require them to have a vision. So in a sense, our education system is partly responsible for the irresponsibility of the young people, because we're not encouraging them to realize you need to have a vision. What is your vision? Where are you going in life? Do you have any goals? What do you want to do with the life that God has blessed you with? Many students cannot answer that question, and yet they graduate from 13 years of education. This should not be acceptable. It should not be acceptable. We need to solve this problem. Let's help young people have a vision for life. If you want your young people to have a vision and get guidance and support in career preparation, college preparation, excelling in math, excelling in science, excelling in English, excelling in history, excelling on the SAT and the ACT, getting their personal statement right, getting recommendation letters that make sense because of all the work they've put in that the teachers are writing about. If you want that for your child, we would love to help. But our young people need to have a vision. And I'm excited to work with them to do that, along with my team. Thanks for watching this video. Take care and have a blessed day.